Hello everyone, this is Sealine. I'm bringing you the next installment of my Orcs Must Die playthrough. This is number 7, I believe, and we've just unlocked the spring trap for this level. So this one's called Twin Holes. So this is where they start getting a little tricky. So we've got a door here, and if we go through this portal, if I can make it through the portal, we've got a door there. So now as you can see, they're completely independent paths. The only way I can get from here to there is through the portal down there. There's also a back way all the way back here, but of course that is going to take a lot of time, and that's not what you want to be doing in this level. Now of course they both lead down to the rift, which is what you're defending, and there's the other path that they come from. So very difficult one overall. It's just starting to ease up the difficulty a little. Now I'm going to open up my spellbook. Like I said, I like grabbing my spells. Now I'm not going to be grabbing the blade stuff. Melee is not that strong in this game. You really want to get used to using spells and the crossbow. Melee later on, you're just going to take too much damage. There's stuns, stuff like that. You can't be in melee range, unfortunately. Melee is fun, but it's just not going to work. So I'm going to obviously pick up Spike Trap, the Tar Trap, my favourite, the Arrow Wall Trap, the Archers. Now, I'm not going to pick up the barricade, and I'll show you why in a second, because it's not going to work on this map. As far as enemies go, we have a new enemy, the Ogre. Now, this guy is very strong. As you can see, takes a lot of punishment, counts for 5 rift points. So I'll show you how to deal with him when we get to him. Once you face a few, you generally understand. Apart from that, we've got the Orc Warrior and the Crossbow Walk, as usual. I'm going to close this. Now, the reason I didn't grab barricades is because these are dedicated paths and there's nowhere else for them to go. If I was to barricade this area here, they would simply destroy it. It's not going to force them to go another direction because there is no other direction for them to go. They will break it down and simply be a waste of money. As far as setups go, I'm going to use my favorite trap, set up the arrow wall. I'm going to set up 4 on both sides just to get us going. Okay, some over here. And that's that. So I'm going to unleash the horde here. Now they're going to start coming through this door. So this will just be your standard normal orc wave. There's not going to be anything too special in this wave. It is the first of 9. So as you can see as well, 9 waves. Probably the highest we've had so far. No more 3s, 4s, 5s. We're getting up to 9 waves of enemies. So it's setting you up for the later ones where there's 10 or 12 waves at a time, making the maps a lot longer than what we're used to. Now, as you can see, easy wave. I've got 10 seconds to the next one. I assume they're going to come through this one this time, so I'm going to show you these spring traps because they are a fun little device. So you rotate it. I'm going to pop it there. They are fun to use. They're more of a combo thing. You want to use them combined with other traps or lava or this mist water. There you go. As you can see, that guy is gone. Hits the wall. He's dead. So it's a very fun trap to do. To use. Unfortunately, it's not going to work on all levels. There you go, there's a few more fly off into the air. It's not going to work on all levels, unfortunately. So it's always important you check out your level beforehand and plan out what you're going to do, because no point grabbing it if you can't utilize it properly. So as you can see, I'm just spamming down these orcs. Wave's done. Now, they're probably going to come from both sides, so I'm going to stock up on these arrow walls, and also you got to get used to sprinting around. So shift is to sprint. I'm going to just be sprinting back and forth, back and forth. Here we go, 1, go. Okay, so I'm looking at the minimap. First of all, they're coming through here, so I'm going to go help this side out. Maybe use a bit of wind belt. Throw this guy over the edge, just for the fun of it. And I reckon once I clear this wave, I reckon they're going to start popping up on the other side. So you always got to be watching that minimap as well, especially in the later levels. You've got to start watching that minimap. Be ready for the other door, because they will start spawning out of there. You can see just orcs so far. No ogres yet. Not even any archers yet. So, but that's definitely where the difficulty starts to vamp up, when they start throwing a lot of different enemies at you. Oh, there you go. They only came from this side. Now I've got the option to release. So I am going to set myself up some traps. We'll go spike traps. And I'm going to go some spike traps on the other side. I want to try to keep it fairly even, because they are going to spawn fairly even now. So we'll go spike trap, spike trap, spike trap, So I got enough money for 3 archers. I'm going to pop my archers up here where they're safe. Nice and safe. I don't need to worry about them. So I'll place 2 there. And we'll place 1 here because that's what all I can afford. So let's unleash the hordes. This is wave 4 and 9. As you can see, they're coming from both sides straight away. So I've got 2 archers over there, 1 here. So I'm going to focus on this side, push this side back, then quickly swap to the other side. So I'm just going to get really close, really close. I want to kill them as fast as I can. Spam that crossbow. Spam that crossbow. Alright, I'm happy with that. I'm going to go over to the other side. Sprint down here. Here we go. Bit of an archer wave. Now, there we go. Ogre. Here we go. Very tough. As you can see, if I get in melee range, he's going to stun me. And he does a lot of damage, and he's quite tough, as you can see. His health is slowly going down. Best way to deal with him, obviously the wind belt doesn't work, and that's what I was kind of saying before. The wind belt's not going to work on all large champions. Also, spring traps won't work on them. Physics-based traps won't work on them. So there's another few similar to the spring trap that you'll get later on, and it won't work on ogres because they're too fat. So I'm just going to load up more traps here. Just your spike traps. Now this side, as you can see, I've focused more traps on this side. That means I can leave this side and I can focus more on this side. That's what I was kind of alluding to in my last video. Sometimes you have to focus a trap on one side and kill the other side. Now as you can see this ogre, so I'm just going to keep running back. I don't want to get stunned. Then he'll cause massive damage to me, and if there's anything around, I can probably use this boom trap to finish him off. There we go, look at that. Ogre bits everywhere. That's what you like to see. Bit of gore. Bit of gore. That's what we want. Now, on the minimap, I can see that some have made it through my traps. So I'm just going to sprint here, and I'm going to defend the rift. So as you can see, just a few orcs. So they won't be too hard to deal with. And there we go. So we've got 15 seconds to the next wave. So I'm going to pop a few more archers up around here. So I'm going to put 1 more here. I want to really get this side trapped up so I don't have to worry about it. But I'm also going to put 1 here. So now I like rotating them to face the way that the orcs are going to come, but they do move themselves around. It just helps them get their bearings first time around. So as you can see, those archers firing down from there, really helping. As another orc goes flying because of that spring trap. Now I've got a few archers. Now I can even look over, I can see my other side's, it's doing okay. It's doing okay. Nothing's really breaking through, and of course I'm also using the minimap at all times. Kill streaks are starting to get bigger and bigger. I've got 17? 17? 17. That's not too bad. That is a good kill streak with extra money. So, lots of money, so I'm just going to do my wall traps, because I love my wall traps. You should know that by now. I am obsessed with wall traps. They are the best traps in the game. I'm just going to do spike trap, spike, spike, spike. I'm not forgetting about the other side. Of course, even though it has lots of traps already, I want to make this side really safe so I can just not think about it. Got enough for 2 more archers, so I'm going to unleash the horde while I place these. There we go. So I'm not too worried about that side. That side's probably going to be pretty safe now. So I'm just going to worry about this side. Kill all the orcs on this side, spam a bit of the AoE stun crossbow, watch a few get sprung into the, I don't even know what it is, I'm going to call it water for the rest of the level. Well, as you can see, once you get traps set up in most of these levels, you're not going to have a problem. I am just absolutely destroying these orcs, they got no hope. Maybe I'll put another spring trap, just for fun. See if I can't get a nice group of them to fly off. Oh, I love them. Very fun traps. Very fun traps to use, but like I said, unfortunately, they're not going to work in every level, which is unfortunate because they are really fun, along with all the other physics traps, which obviously we'll see later. Now, that side's fine, so I'm going to just pop across to this side, help it out. I can see a bit of a group building, so see what kind of a kill streak we can get. And that side's clear, so just going to pop across the other side. You've got to get used to using portals. It's important to always check what portals are available for you start each map, because you will be heavily reliant on using portals in the later levels. So get used to using them. Now, 9 of 9, so we are up to the final wave. So I'm expecting some ogres. I'm expecting probably an ogre each side off the top of my head, I reckon. So we're just going to load this side up, go load up the other side. This side has a ton of archers, so I'm not really worried about this side, but that'll do. Yep, so we've got an ogre, and as you can see, we've got an ogre on that side. So I'm going to deal with this guy. Stunning ogres is of course very effective, like I said. If you want to avoid them, using your stun, very effective. So I'm going to take out this guy, pick up the coin that he drops. Ogres will always drop you a coin, that's the great part of killing them. So this guy's trying to run away, I'm just going to stun him. He'll probably turn around and fight me, they are very aggressive, yep, there we go. So I'm just going to stun him, move around, jump past him, just tease him, yep. Too easy. Now I'm going to deal with the rest of these orcs. Obviously, lots of health potions around, but obviously I have no need for them. And that is how we finish the level. And as always, we're finishing with the splits. Victory! Will we get 5 skulls? Drum roll. Yep, 5 skulls. So that's always good. So as far as stats go, well under par. 17-minute par for this one. I did it in 8 minutes 15. So obviously this is a bit too high, I reckon, this par level, but of course I didn't let anything through the rift, so I got the full 5 points there. So that is twin holes for you. Hopefully the next video won't be too far away. Like this video if you liked it, leave me a comment. If there's something you think I could be doing better, or you want to see something, I'll do that for you. Like I said, I've finished this game, so I know a lot of the mechanics. And don't forget to subscribe so that you'll know when I release the next one.